In this video, we're going to be looking at solving a quadratic equation. So a quadratic equation might look something like this. And to solve it, we usually have equals 0 at the end. Okay, to solve a quadratic, we need to have equals 0. And what we're doing in this process is we're actually finding, there's our quadratic graph in red, we're finding where the graph crosses the x-axis. So these two numbers here are called the solutions of the equation, or sometimes you might see the word root. Okay, so the solutions are these two x coordinates. Okay, so you can refer back to the video on solving a factorising a quadratic, where we do our double brackets and we need x and x. We look at the 6 and we go 1 and 6 multiply to give 6, or we can have 2 and 3, and I need to choose one of those pairs which will make -1, the number in front of the x. So I need to have here +2 and then -3, like that. Now, once we've done our factorising process, which you will do most of the time when you're solving a quadratic, we usually finish with the factorising, but now we've got this equals 0 part at the end. Essentially, what we're saying is these two brackets, when you multiply them together, give 0. So for that to happen, either we have a 0 in here and this can be anything, or this can be a 0 and this can be anything. Okay, or they could both be 0. So what we do is we take each bracket separately and say that bracket here has to be 0. We put it equal to 0, like that. And this bracket here, just to the side, we make that one equal 0 as well. If you're not too sure about this 0 times 0 thing, don't worry. When you are solving, you take each bracket and write equals 0. And then we find out what the x value is. So x plus 2 equals 0. Take away 2 from both sides. We get -2. And on this side, add 3 to both sides. We get +3, like that. And there is a little hack to this. You know, at the lower levels, we can just say, well, if it's a +2 in the bracket, the answer will be minus. And if it's a minus in the bracket, this will be positive, like that. Okay. So when we look at our graph here, x equals -2 and x equals 3 are the solutions or the roots of our equation, and we found that by factorising. Okay, so we'll do one more of those. Let's say x squared plus 7x plus 12, and when we're asked to solve, we have this added equals 0 at the end. We're going to factorise. What multiplies to give 12? We can have 1 and 12, 2 and 6, or 3 and 4. And we have to choose one of those pairs to make +7. So 3 and 4 plus 3 plus 4 gives us 7. Then remember what to do next. Take each bracket, put it equal to 0, and then solve for x. So x equals, I need to -3 from both sides, the opposite of this, and then this one, the opposite of +4 is -4. Okay, so now that we've sort of got our head around this process, we should be able to roughly sketch what this graph's going to look like. We know that it goes through like -3 and -4, just roughly, so it might look something like this, and that will be a rough guide to what our shape of our graph will look like. Okay, so solving a quadratic, we factorise and take each bracket and make it equal to 0, solving for x.